Hello everybody, this is Roman, and today I will show you how to download RStudio, and then explore RStudio. And I'll be going somewhat quickly, so if you need to, feel free to pause and go back to any step. So I'll begin by going to the cranrproject.org. I'll download R for Windows. I will install R for the first time, and I will download the latest version, which is R421 for Windows. And down below, I get the download. I will click on the download. I will do it in English. Okay. I will hit next, next again, and yes. And I will again click next. I'll do the accept default. So no, next, and yes. I will want to create a start menu folder to make it easier to find. And I will again go with the defaults. And this is a very quick installation. RStudio takes a little bit longer, but this one's very quick. And finish. So right here, recently added R. I can go, I would not type it in here. I just go here, and there's my R folder, and this is the latest version of R. So I will do a simple operation in R and hit enter, and this shows that I do have R, and this is where you do not want to program in R because it just doesn't look as good and it's just more complicated. So I will show you how to download RStudio and explore RStudio as well. And I will do this by going here. This is the link that was shown. You want this exact link in your browser. I've tried to Google just RStudio and it doesn't easily take it to this link, so I just type this one in. I will go to the RStudio for desktop, the free version, and I will install for Windows 10 or 11. And this download is actually going to take a while. Once again, it's downloading at the bottom here. I'm just going to click on it here. And then welcome to the RStudio setup. Next, next, and I'll install all of this. And this installation, as I mentioned, is going to take a while, so I'll be back when this bar is pretty much filled up. So the setup has just completed. I haven't touched anything else except just waited for the setup to complete. I'm going to click on finish. And now I will go here and look for RStudio. This time you can find it here. And it's going to come up here. And I'm going to, this is probably what you're going to find if you've installed it for the first time on your machine. So now I'm going to create a new R file, R script, and this is going to be the code editor here. This is going to be the workspace, the menu bar, and the toolbar. There's going to be the console. You can also program in here. I would not recommend it. And this is a drag handle is going to be here. This is the notebook, and this is to maximize or minimize any of these. Now, I'm going to copy and paste some code from another location, and I'm going to do it here so I don't actively write it here. So this is a simple 3 times 4, 12. This here is somewhat more complex since probability is of interest. It's going to give you the answer in decimal form down here. And I'm just clicking run. I can also run both of these commands by just highlighting them, and they're both going to run here. So now I'm going to install packages. So while the package is installing, this is a bunch of functions that somebody else has done. So it's something very useful because you get to use other people's code. And then you're going to require Lattice. So now you can use this package. This is very important. And what these people that make packages do, they create functions. So I'll create a simple function, which is the function is going to be called EQ. And I'm going to, oops. And this is how an error looks. It's going to say error with a colon. Warning is not an error. That's also a possibility, but this is not a warning. This is something gone wrong. So X has not been defined, so I will instead put an equal here. And this is going to be all the numbers from 1 through 1,000. And it's shown here in the workspace. And you can clear the workspace and run it again. And now this is a function within the package Lattice, which would give you the same sort of error that it doesn't know what XY plot is. But because I installed the function, it is going to plot something right here. And I can just remove the current plot. And I can also, if there are many plots, I can just clear all the plots here. So now the next step is going to be to save the program. So what you do is you just save as here, and then you can go into R and save it as whatever you'd like. I guess I'll just save it as basic. And there you go. You have your first R program, and you get to work on it later. And this is what I have so far. I'd be very interested to know if any of you want to know anything else in R. I'll be happy to make more videos. So definitely please let me know, and I'll see if I can create more videos on this. Thank you very much for listening and watching this video. I wish you success in programming in R.